Today on Off Script, we're going to be discussing the role of tech in businesses these days. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, the one and only. He's actually my brother. I'll tell you guys the story. Polati Williams, you're welcome to the show. Chop, 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 chop. Now, some people would argue that I don't need my business to be online, talking about the topic of the day, the role of technology on online businesses today. Some people would argue that, I don't need to be online. I don't need to put my business out there online on Google. I'm not used to that. Once I just have my table outside or I have my shop right here, people who will pass or my customers will come and buy. I don't need. What is your take on that?
Actually, from the topic, we are talking about tech and then business, online business now. If you are talking about tech, tech is just like a scientist or a knowledge being put in place to solve some problem. You understand? Why online business is what I've defined that a situation whereby a commercial transaction is being shared between two group or three or group of people or individual. So when you now put it together, the goal of a business is just for you to maximize profit.
Yes.
And secondly, to generate revenue, maybe through advert or through sales. Then to brand your company. So if you look at all these goals, you will discover that tech can actually achieve all these goals. You understand? It will not only achieve it, it also create a mix whereby you will have cost reduction and save your time with tech. Okay. So if you are talking about rules of tech in online business, it has a wide role. But few of it you are going to talk about a customer service.
Okay.
You understand? If you are talking about customer service, you talk about what are the means how you can reach out to your customers, because that is the best means where you can reach out to your customer. Is that through your website where a customer come there, then drop a message for you, and at the end of the day you get that message and you reply back, or through direct email, which we call email marketing.
Email marketing. You get that?
So there's a lot, and you are still going to talk about added knowledge. When you are talking about added knowledge, that is online business through tech. You don't have limitation to what you can learn online.
Let's talk about email marketing now, because I've got a couple of mails from people who they continuously just send you mails about products and services. I'm like, for me, sometimes I get tired. Does it really work? Like, if you mail someone, you keep mailing people because people get mails and they do a blast of mails like that. Does it really work? Online or mail marketing, does it really work?
Yes.
And what's like the level of impact?
And there's one thing that we always say in business: persistent. Consistently. If I'm continuing to send you a mail continuously,
maybe I'll block you. Maybe I'll just block you.
Yes, it's true. That is maybe 1 out of 100. You understand?
Okay.
There will still be some people, you just have to prepare your content very well in such a way that anybody that is going to read your mail, is going to get addicted to it in such a way that anything you send, they want to read it and they want to further going through your website, checking your product and all those stuff. You understand?
Interesting. I like that the way we're going these days, online, email marketing and all of that. And you mentioned content.
Yes.
Does online content appeal to you more than TV? So if we were to compare right now and say, watching a television, sitting at home, just watching a TV and the online content, which one appeals to people more, or which one drives the flow of products and services more, TV or online content?
Generally, it depends. It depends on the class of kind of business that you are doing anyway, because you cannot say that because you are used to online product or stuff and then you will not listen to TV station. Most days, it depends, and also it depends on the country where you're coming from. If you look at Nigeria generally, we hardly listen to TV.
To news, I do. I listen to TV, I do. I go listen to radio.
News, okay. But majorly, most people are online.
Yes.
You understand? You can always pick up your phone and then check through what is going on internet and all those stuff. Then from there, you'll be able to get some information. You'll be able to go along the line. And that is the reason why I said added knowledge, because there's no limit to knowledge. There's no limit to what you can actually achieve when it comes to the tech.
No, interesting. Feel free to call us on our mobile lines right now. 09087643339 is the number to call, as well as all our online platforms. You can just throw in your comments and questions. If they're too hot for me, like I always say, I'll just throw them to Kupalati right here, who is big in terms of tech, and we're just dissecting the topic, the role of tech in online businesses these days. All right, how has tech helped your business? How have you been able to incorporate some of these tech apps and all that to help beat NG, attain greater heights?
A lot. You understand? There is no business in this modern day, in this kind of industrial revolution now, that is not majorly working and effectively online.
The key things to look out for when you are doing things online to ensure, to know that this website isn't safe. So please jot things down. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you. We have ways that you can design your website, either through WordPress.
Okay.
You understand? That WordPress is ready-made website, which you just need to input your data and all those stuff. Then we have one that you have HTML and CSS5 that you will design. You understand?
Oh my God, the guru is speaking. The guru is speaking. Chop, 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 chop. The guru is speaking.
So,
go ahead, please.
So when you have these two, you understand, there's a way you can actually identify unsecure sites.
Okay.
At the left corner of your site, where you type www. Whatever, then is either once you have http that slash, and that http doesn't carry small s, that means that site is not secured.
Okay, so when you have the http slash, if it's not a capital S.
No, you will even have capital S.
Okay,
once you have HTTPS at the back, then that means that site is secured. That S is secured.
Secured.
Yes.
Okay, so once the S isn't there, you know that it's not a secure site.
Is even fraud site.
Yes, I can.
Thank you so much for joining us. You run a courier business, right?
Yes, I do.
Thanks so much for joining us. What are some of the challenges that you face as a courier business in terms of e-commerce?
Okay, sorry, I didn't get that. Please, can you come again?
Great. What are some of the challenges that you face as a courier business owner in terms of e-commerce, generally speaking?
Okay, I think, well, there are many challenges, first of all. And I think we undermine those challenges. There's the road structure, there's getting to customers in good time, and then there's a delay. Sometimes traffic is a problem for us in running the business. So I think those are some of the major factors.
Great. Thank you so much. How would you say your business has played a big role in terms of helping and assisting online business and just stimulating the cyberspace or the e-commerce sphere generally?
Okay, well, tech has played a very important role recently.
Okay.
And it can't be underplayed, that's the truth.
Okay.
Tech has helped us to structure how many deliveries we should take at a particular time.
Okay.
It can give us a time frame for when we will get to our delivery point. So we can say, oh, from this to this, we can check it. Okay, Google Maps says I should get here in the next 30 minutes. So I should tell the customer, oh, I'll be here to deliver your package soon. So the riders can have an edge and they can plan their trips better. And I will give tech a very good round of applause for this. So they've helped in structuring our deliveries more. I can say they've done that.
Okay, thank you so much. Just hang on there while we continue discussion with Kupalati. If you've got any questions, do you have any questions for him? If you've been watching the show so far, or if you have any questions for her as well. But if not, do you agree with what she said in terms of courier business, or what do you think about courier businesses helping to pick and drop from one point to another and helping the e-commerce generally?
Generally, there is no business that you not face one problem or the other. You just have to learn how to manage it. So I think that is the major thing, because sometimes even the Google Map will disappoint you.
Okay.
You understand that maybe Google Map said 40 minutes. When you walk maybe...
Hello?
All right. Hello there.
Good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Aisha and I'm calling from Abuja.
All right, Aisha from Abuja, thanks for joining us. Have you got any questions or comments? Please just go ahead.
Okay, I just joined your Instagram live, and I must say I like your show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you have any questions or any other
All
comments?
right, so I just want to ask some questions.
Okay.
For businesses that are just getting their ground, online businesses that are just getting their ground, how do you think this can be better? Like the using of technology, adverts, everything seems so difficult, especially learning all the trends. If you want to advertise something, you have to use something that is trendy to at least get your target audience. So maybe some tips will help with the advert, to checking your insights, to who is, viewing your page and all those things. It seems like a lot of work. So maybe you can help us break it down so that people that are just starting can understand better.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aisha, all the way from Abuja. We do appreciate this call. Thank you so much. Great. Do we still have Daniela online, please? All right, I'm not sure, but can you please just do justice to that question for business?
That I just started.
Okay, sorry to cut you. I think we still have Daniela online there. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Great. Thank you so much for sticking around. For your career business, so far, what tech platforms do you use to help your business run smoothly?
Sorry, I didn't get that. Please come again.
What tech platforms or apps do you use to ensure that your career business runs smoothly?
Okay, well, right now I operate 2 tracker systems.
Okay.
And then with the tech platforms, I think one is called SinoTrack.
Okay.
And the other one is, I think, can I remember? AppNTrack. So I can track the rider's movement also, and I can track how long each trip will take. Yeah, so those are the apps that I currently use.
Okay, thank you so much, Daniela. If you just hang around quickly, and then we'll just answer the question from the caller.
All
and then
right,
we'll get back
thank
to
you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Just hang around. Don't go yet, please. Don't go yet, please. We'll just get back to you quickly. Can you just answer the question from the caller, and then we'll get back to Daniela?
Okay. The one that said
how
to sustain new businesses. That's very simple. To sustain new businesses, you need patience.
Okay.
You understand? You need patience. Then you need constant checking.
Okay.
You understand? So because if you have a new business, you just have to keep the data.
Okay.
You have to keep the data record. You have to keep the data of the customers too.
Okay.
You have to know your target customer.
Okay.
And then you know how to satisfy them.
Okay.
Because those are the things. Because once one is 40, thousands is already back down already.
Just hold that. You talked about target customers now. Now swing that back to Daniela. Are you still there, please? Okay, thank you. I'm going to ask you a last question so you can just go about your business today, but thanks so much for joining us so far. How do you identify your target market, your target audience, and how do you reach them? Do you use any form of online platform or tech to do this? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
All right.
Yeah, hello, I didn't get that.
Oh, did you? Okay, you didn't get that. How do you identify your target market?
Okay, I also use and I rely on technology for that because I have to be on social media.
Okay.
I have to also do a lot of promotions so that people who use or need my services get to see me and get to see that I'm active. So in case they need my services, they're able to reach out.
Okay.
So a lot of tech is also involved in this.
So basically what you use is social media, right? Hello?
Social media like Instagram, like even Facebook is quite effective. WhatsApp statuses, all that. It's in the mix.
All right. Thanks so much. A final question before you go, please. How much will it cost to start a career business? Just in case someone is watching and they're wondering, what to start business.
To start a career business now in Nigeria, I would suggest you hold your 2 million naira.
2 million naira? Wow. That's for how many bikes or how many trucks or how many cars?
For 2 bikes.
2
because
bikes.
it's not just even the bike. You need to get, for you not to crash when you start, I would suggest you start with 2 bikes so that at least you have a bit of coverage.
Okay.
You have a bit of coverage, and then you can also keep and properly train your staff for the job. So it's not just putting a bike on the road. There are other things that entail getting the work done.
Great. Talking about 2 million naira now, I just want to know. I mean, I know I'm adding questions, but yeah, how much would a
You can come to me for coaching.
Okay, no, but finally, how much would you make roughly in a day or in a week? What's the how much would you say you make in a day or a week, roughly?
In a day or a week?
In a day, let's use a day.
Profit. Maybe a profit of 15 to 20,000.
15 to 20,000 naira per day. That sounds like a lot of money to me. Thanks so much, Daniela, for joining us. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, 15,000 naira per day, 2 million naira to start. What do you think?
That's good deal.
Good deal. Would you start a courier business? It's very stressful.
No, I will not.
All right, yes, you can just go ahead with the questions the caller asked, talking about how new businesses can ensure that, how can they start up with social media, website, and all of that, and ensure that they, how do they continuously check and make sure that they maximize profit using social media platforms.
That's what we have been discussing. You talk about a customer track record.
Okay.
You have to keep customer track record, so that, and then you...
What if there are customers you've not had before? They are new customers, you've not even had them. You've not even had them at all, you don't have customers yet. How do you even make sure that you drive that traffic?
To the
customers.
To the customers.
Yes.
That is what we are still saying, that you can always use your social media effectively. As you heard about discussing about Instagram, Facebook, and, majorly, the way we use Facebook and Instagram is different. You understand? You see some people that this Facebook and Instagram has actually produced a lot of million naira to their pocket. Why you see some people, they are still using it to check what another person has used it to make. You understand? So it's now depend on how effective you can use your social media. So, but majorly, for you to sustain a new business, you need a patient. That is the first thing.
Patience.
Yes. I was doing something about a few days ago. I want to run some adverts through influencer. So I was discussing with the influencer, how much will you take? He said, 120,000. How to make a skit?
To talk?
He said, I was not like 120,000. Okay. Before you actually make decision, table everything down. That is just the first thing you need to do. So I have to compare and contrast that. Okay, if I give you 120, if I give you 120, does not mean that I will do well. Is that what you want to do? But the only thing is that people around you, people that is following you, will hear about that product. And one thing about Nigeria is that you have to consistent in that thing before the heart pick it up. Because the moment yes, because the moment you do maybe skits, they can just laugh it and they will forget your products. Did you understand? Did you? I think.
So because you need to pay that 120 a couple of times.
So you can still have that 120, and there will be a place where you will invest that 120 and you get your results. You understand? So that is the reason why, if you are just starting a business and you have not reached that level, don't be in a hurry.
Okay.
You understand? Just look at a way that, okay, this is my money, this is what I have, 120. Okay, where can I put this 120 and I will get result? Okay, can I do advert through Instagram? If I do advert through Instagram, can 10,000 cover it? What will 10,000 give me? Do a research. If I do on Facebook, what we did, and then you see have some small people that even if you give them 5,000 naira, they will collect it and still on some work for you. And at the end of the day, you will not spend up to 120 and you get a better result. You understand? But if you don't do a proper research, you will not know.
All right, thank you so much, Kukwalati Williams, for joining us on the show today.
Thank you.
I've had so much fun learning a lot. What are your final words, please? Just final words to new business startups going online. They're starting their businesses online. What do you have to say to them?
My final word is that I will still encourage each and everyone that is planning to do online business. Majorly, every business is online. So I will still advise them that in any case you want to do online business, be very careful. Then know what you're good at. Okay,
know what you're good at.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, because your passion will always make way for you. Don't simply because someone is doing, don't simply because someone is doing a particular business and is making it, and you now want to join that stuff. You understand? Because in a business, competition is the key. We meet a lot of people. That is one thing about online business. We meet a lot of people that is doing the same thing that you are doing. But how you are doing it, that is what will create more credibility for you, and people will start following you. And don't be in a hurry to make millions when you started. Start gradually, and before you know, you get to where you are going.
Thank you so much, Kupolati Williams, MD, CEO, Bit NG, right? Bit NG.
Bit NG, right.
Thanks so much for joining us. We really do appreciate. So many wisdom just coming out from your mouth. You're just uttering just utter wisdom, knowledge, and I've learned a lot. Consistency is key when you start a new business. And we've been here, myself and Kupolati, just discussing the role of tech and online businesses, and I'm sure that you have learned a thing or two. I told you to hold your pen and jot things down. I hope that you have done that. Until the next time when I come your way, I look forward to a day when the power of love will supersede the love for power. I love you, yes you. Share the love and just make the world a better place. Bye-bye.